just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic. We are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Chicago Bears and the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. Off we go from Hard Rock Stadium. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Marked down at the 21, a gain of 1.
At the 21-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Swift. Will manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Top Robinson, the man to bring him down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. That's going to be caught. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs. First carry here for Devon Achane. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 26-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he'll be lucky to just get some positive yards out of that one. Out of bounds, pickup of 2.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa escaping to his left. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. To the pylon, he's in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. 7.
Bears nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
A 56-yard gain on the play. And the Bears first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Out to his right. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Rolling to the left. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up. Swift. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
In motion, it's Odunze. One more time, they try Swift. And he barrels his way into the end zone. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after.
His kick is good. That ties the game at 7. Cairo Santos.
We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Aiken. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Tagovailoa. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Waller. And it's going to be 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's hot. Left side. It's complete. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back to South Florida after this. First and 10. Tua pushed out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
By Dominique Robinson. A loss of 4 brings up 2nd and 14 at the 44-yard line.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now Tua. This one pulled in by Westbrook-Akine. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Taken off by T.J. Edwards.
Intercepted by the Bears. They'll take over.
This is is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
A play fake. Now Williams. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On third down, it's Williams. That's a shot. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Dolphins come up with the turnover.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
First carry of the game for Alexander Madison. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Off play action, it's Tagovailoa. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Brady Jarrett in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's third down. Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Miami after this. Third down and 9. To throw is Tua. Forced out wide. Taking off, he'll try to get there. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a first down.
It's a gain of 18.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. That one out wide to Achane. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 18 on the gain again. And another first down.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
A pickup there of 13. First down, Miami.
At the 18-yard line.
To the air again, Tagovailoa. Now a screen, set up for H.A.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
The throw on the run is complete. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Nick Westbrook-Akine. Touchdown, Miami.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. A throw downfield caught by Burton. And he will take this one in. 78 yards. Touchdown, Chicago.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Tyreek now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Now a first down throw for Tua. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Tyreek now to return it. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On first down, Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll bring up second down. From the gun, here's Tua. On the move left. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He's looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield. Third down coming up.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And that'll set up fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Looked like he may have had a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Williams. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 3. Off play action. Here's Williams. Rolling right. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
It's third down. Third and
3rd and 5. The RPO, that one is complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. Escaping to his left. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas.
Williams pass. Intercepted. It's a turnover on downs.
Tua, going to give it to Achane. Not much happening there, just a short gain. From the 46, here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Once again, it's Achane. Finds an alley to the 35. And he's in! Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Duvernay on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by their rookie linebacker.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Miami Dolphins and the Detroit Lions. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10.
Ready, shot. Ready.
Tua taken right to the air. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Intended for Tyreek.
Yeah, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Hey, that's it. Big team.
Tua now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it.
It's a gain of 11.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down, here's Tua. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
Loss of 5 yards.
Great, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroyed that play, they destroyed drives. Well done, defense.
After the sack could really use a big play here on second down. It's second and 15.
All right, fellas, listen up. Ready, team.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. He's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that second down run.
Okay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. Here's a screen for Achane. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
Number 1. 21G, 21. Out.
On fourth down, the snap to Tagovailoa. He finds it beyond the marker. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on fourth down, Brock. They're moving the chains. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Get set. Go ahead. Ready, team.
Achane running right. Still has some space inside the 35. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish up an excellent opening series. Devon Achane with the touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Two yards to go, 2nd down.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Hurts. He'll try to pick it up himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles, and there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 44 yards. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back during your salad days in Evansville.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point.
Hurts will throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I'm just learning how to spell analytics, and I need to get that down because it's going to be a huge part of the NFL game going forward. I think that was the call there, trying to go for 2 after that touchdown.
Yeah, opening drive, you not only do you get the 6, but fully seize momentum with the 8, and unfortunately they couldn't do it.
I think they were trying to gain that huge advantage, not just on the scoreboard, but mentally. I just wonder if that backfires a little when they stop you.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some big offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Again, it's Achane. 6-0 our score after one.
And the Dolphins first down. First and goal.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they go to work on a first and goal.
Go ahead.
On play action, here's Tua. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jalen Carter able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's now third and goal.
Go ahead. All right, go ahead. Go. Ready. Out.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's fourth down.
Brings up fourth down and goal.
They'll go. Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins take a chance, but they find pay dirt on fourth and goal. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Eagles 6. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here this first half. And the Eagles are able to move back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Tua going to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Hurts.
And this one complete to Smith. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
44, ready.
Now Achane on first and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Right back to Achane on second down. And a pretty good burst right there as they'll take this down to the 33.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
From the gun, it's Tua. Now he's going to step up and run.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First down, Miami.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Tyreek Hill's got another one.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Sanders now to add the extra point.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Running right, here's Achane. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. Here comes third down and 7.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
To a fast pass outside complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Second and a couple. Now two are going to change the play. A run straight ahead with Achane. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. They'll run for it with Achane. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll run, Achane. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And now they'll shift things around.
Here's Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg Dulcich, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. There he goes, left side. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 68 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a one-point lead. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a one-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
On the return, the Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. A-Chan hit, and the ball is held. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. But the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
This is Smith with a grab. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2.
The Eagles will set up.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 47.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Tua sets up to pass it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
It's a gain of 20.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Ready.
They'll give this to A-Chain. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Reed Blankenship on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and
Fourth
3.
quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now Tua. They set up the screen. A-Chain has it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. On the handoff, it's A-Chain. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Here comes second down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Another carry now for Madison. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Here's first and goal. Throwing Tua. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
Are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
21G, 21G.
Here's Tua. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. As he goes out of bounds across the 50, inside the 45.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Back to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps to allow him to run with him stride for stride.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Tua. He's going to let it fly. This ball intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal the